What's up, everybody? This is Ashlynn Cole from your favorite morning show, Shop Talk, and you are listening to Freedom Radio.
Come on and get your freedom on. Come on and get your freedom on. This is the day that the Lord has made. It's a good day to get your freedom on.
Big Key, love you, man. Come on. Let's go.
He gives me strength to make strength to take strength. I got the strength to know that everything will work out. Strength to survive, strength to conquer. I got the strength to know the blessings of the Lord are mine.
Let's go. My strength in the darkest hour.
My strength, He is my strong tower. My strength,
Strength to know you're coming soon.
my strength, I know your strength can be renewed. Be strong,
Be strong.
be strong. I was strengthened in my spirit when He spoke to
No more
me.
fear.
No more fear. I have peace. The sun sets free. I know He is free indeed.
Be strong.
In the power of His might.
No.
In your heart, every battle He will fight.
My strength. Wait on him, he's coming soon.
My strength, I know your strength can be renewed. My strength,
Strength in my spirit, my enemy.
my strength, He upholdeth me with His hand.
Let's go.
Christ that strengthens me. I can do all things by faith alone. Christ that strengthens me. I can do all things.
Anything I'm gonna do, anything I gotta do, I can.
Strengthens me. I can do all things.
'Cause he walks with me.
Christ that strengthens me.
Yeah.
He promised me with all I can do all things. I can do the impossible. All things I can do. I can do
Confess it with your mouth, believe it in your heart.
strengthens me. He gave me
All things, the best that strengthens me. All things.
no matter what it is, God's saying it.
Listen, I can win a soul.
I can do it.
can reach my goal.
I can do that too.
I can keep the victory.
I can do
Yeah, 'cause the oil of God is on me.
I can do that too.
I can stand still.
I can do it.
I can do God's will.
I can do that too.
Every time fade away.
I can do it.
I've got the strength to obey.
I can do that too.
I can do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is, I can do it.
I can do it.
No matter what it is, I know I can.
Whatever it is,
I know I can.
I can do it.
Give it to the Lord, yeah. He will work it out for you.
Whatever it is,
I know
I can do it.
He said it in His word. I know.
What is going on, y'all? It is your man D-Toe. It is another day's journey, and I am super glad about it. Glad to have everybody hanging out with us. And if this is your first time hanging out with us, guess what? You're tuned in to Shop Talk, where literally no subject, no person is off limits. For the next 2 hours, we're going to take this incredible journey where you know what it is. We talk about for real, like literally anything and everything. Now, before we get going with the show, do me a favor, do me a solid. Get on the phone, call, text, tweet, Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, Social Cam, Periscope, Marco Polo. But tell your mama and him, Ray, Shay, Day, Delicious them, Nut them, Pojo them. Let them all know that for the next 2 hours, we are going to be hanging out doing what it is that we do. And I could not do this whole thing by myself. But before we jump into all that, just want to let you know, if you don't know, my name is Demetrius Tollfree. It says it right there in letters right there. I'm Demetrius Tollfree. I'm your host of this Shop Talk phenomenon, which is now streaming today. We're streaming on freedomradio.com, of course, for audio purposes. But then for video purposes, we're now streaming on Facebook Live. We're streaming on YouTube. And we are also streaming on Periscope. For those of you who still watch and hang out on Periscope on Twitter, we want to welcome our Periscope family today as well. And it's going to be an absolutely amazing show. Now, we've got a lot of things going on, and I tell you what, why don't we just jump right into it, and let's welcome today's co-host. And you know what? I'm going to start with my mainstay. Now, my mainstay, she's going to be in and out doing her thug thizzle because, you know, when you are super popular and hot and all those great things that people are when they happen to be across the Sunday Best stage, then, you know, you people are tugging at you all the time and doing what they can to glean what they can from you. And guess what? I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Listen, let's bring up my mainstay out in El Sobrante of California. We all now know that she's from the Bay Area. We all now know that she's 46 years old. We know a whole lot of things. I told y'all a few weeks ago, almost about a month and a half ago, that we were going to come to know her in a very real way, and that has been happening. So let's get ready to bring up my homegirl and yours, Ashlynn Tara Cole. Ashlynn, what's going on, child?
What's up, everybody? What's up? What's going on? Good to see you. Good to hear you. I'm excited to be here, even though it might just be for a short period of time, y'all. You know, life comes at you fast. Life comes at you fast. Let me tell you. So, yeah, I'm here for it all. I'm here for it all. So I have 8. Yes, I have 8 interviews this morning. So we just finished our number 3, and we've got 5 more to go this morning. So I'm super excited. I know y'all want to talk about Sunday Best. I'm already knowing. Well, I think we broke Twitter. We broke Instagram last night. I didn't really check on Facebook, but I'm sure Facebook got broke last night too. I hear you. I understand. We're going to talk about it today. at some point we gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. I promise you. I promise you.
It's all good. It is all good. And listen, I know that people are tugging at you, trying to do what they got to do. And I'm not mad at you. If you're going to be in and out, just let us know. Well, obviously we'll know because you'll be like, I got to go. And so, it's all good. We're glad to have you hanging out with us. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Now, do you want me to keep you hanging out with us now, or you want me to put you in and out? You tell me. It's your thing. Do what?
Well, look, it's T-shirt Monday. So can I talk about my T-shirt? Can I talk about my T-shirt? Okay, let me talk about my T-shirt. So some of y'all might not know this, but okay, so let me rewind. So when I saw the playback of Sunday Best, I was like, who's that big girl? Who's that big girl? Yeah, so I had there was more of me in certain places that had not been there before. Amen. So I am look, I'm starting my shake ministry, and I mean shake ministry, like
not you didn't mean to shake them up, shake them up, shake them.
No, I don't mean like shake what your mama gave you. That's not what I mean. That's not what a shake your money maker. Shake your no. That's not what I'm talking about. Jesus, look, I ain't been saved all my life. Okay, I ain't been saved all my life. I feel you. But I'm an independent consultant for a company called Arbonne, and amazing company. So I'm rocking my Arbonne shirt today. Bam. That's it, y'all. So we starting the Shake Ministry in August. Hit me up, slide into my DMs respectfully. But slide into my DMs if you want to join me on the shake journey, because them pounds got to go down. Pounds got to go down.
I feel you. I feel it. Listen. I saw me yesterday on the screen at church, and I was like, oh my God.
Well, and this is what I say. I'm glad I got skinny shoulders. I am. I'm really glad that I have skinny shoulders, because y'all can't see what goes on down underneath here. You get to see me from right here. The other day you saw I raised my hand. I said, oh Jesus, where's my weights at? So yeah, I got skinny shoulders. Yeah. Praise God for the skinny shoulders. It's
all good. You know what? Praise God for the skinny shoulders. Hashtag that. T-shirt that. You know what I'm saying? You always make a T-shirt. Maybe you should T-shirt that. Listen, we things going, but I tell you what, before we bring up our next co-host, let's give a couple shout outs to some people hanging out with us already. We've got Mrs. Kennedy, Renee already hanging out with us. We have Cameron Nettles hanging out with us. Andrew Brian Caldwell hanging out with us. My homegirl, Sidria Yvette Clark, from Stockton, California, is hanging out with us. Mary Jones, welcome, Mary. She's hanging out with us from Omaha, Nebraska. I think I've only flown there just to change planes. Anyway, we also have my cousin, Derek Murphy, who chimed in and said that he's watching us on YouTube, as we can see the YouTube logo in his chat. What is going on, cousin? Appreciate you hanging out with us last week. We had an incredible time. Shout out to my friend, my 1970 born person, as well as my neighbor, Ty McClain, who says good morning to everybody. Shout out to Mary Gardner, also hanging out with us. Of course, what show would we have without Dee Dee Felder? We have now Kim Ryan hanging out with us. My dude, Casey Pringle Jr. hanging out with us now, of course, backstage, and we'll bring him on in a minute. But my dude, Ja'Cory Prothro, who's already trying to come for me. I already know he's going to come for me as soon as I get him on the screen. But it's all good. My homegirl, Kirsten Williams, already hanging out with us. The mother of the wonderful Dee Dee Felder, Gloria, is hanging out with us today. And so many more. Let me see if Ashlynn Cole, I know you're busy, but we got Benita Adams Jones.
Hey, Benita Adams Jones, you got to put me on. Benita Adams Jones, you just got to put me on. Benita Adams Jones, you got to put me on. Benita.
Only for Benita Adams Jones do we do that. I've already mentioned some more people. My dude is hanging out. Chris Haynes, what is going on, man? I got to reach out to you. It is on my calendar to reach out to you today. Shout out to my tenor, or tenorette, as she's called in my choir. One of my constituents from my church. Vicky Savoy Griffin hanging out with us. I think I already mentioned, but if I didn't, Jesse Rattler, what is going on, man? Good to see you. It's been a minute since you've been on with us. Tracy J. Wilson, what is going on, sisterin? And so many more. Yolanda Prothro, the mother of Jacory, is hanging out with us. Elisa Shanks Coleman, another one of the constituents from my church. She's on the praise and worship team. She's hanging out with us. My guy, Jono Strickland. What is up, man? I seen you on the screen with us the other day for our convocation. Glad to have you hanging out with us. Lori Fairley Green, my homegirl of over 30 plus years. What is going on? Glad to have you hanging out with us. Hey, Leslie Lyons, what? What is going on, Leslie? Glad to have you hanging out with us as well as my homegirl Gay Harris, who is she can do a lot of things with her hands. No pun intended. Anyway, we've got a bunch of people hanging out with us. Ashlynn, I know you wanted to give some shout outs to somebody.
I'm breaking in.
Of course.
Shout out to Jono because for all the fishdom lives. Yeah. Shout out. Fishdom. Isn't that what they call it? Fishdom. He knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Somebody knows what you're talking about.
Fishdom. Thank you for the lives. Yes, all the fish lives.
Most definitely.
Carry on, Dito.
Thank you very much. Shout out to Sandra Brooks, another one of my 1970 children. Many of my friends were born in 1970, and many of them have already, and some of us later on this year. We all are turning 50 this year, and so a lot of people, a lot of my friends are turning 50. So shout out to Sandra Brooks. Glad to have her hanging on. And he says, it's Grace Steps, Ashlynn. Grace Steps. It's all to the good. Listen, let me bring on my next co-host. Let's reach out. If we will, to Greensboro, North Carolina, the North Kakalaki. Shout out to my dude, Aaron Green. AG, what's up, bro? Man, where you been, man? Holla at me, man. My dude, AG, hanging out with us as well. Let me bring up my next person out in Greensboro, North Carolina, the North Kakalaki, where everything is green, she says. We know her as the wonderful host now of the Mix and Mingle talk show that airs on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, right here on freedomradio.com. Let's bring her up. My homegirl of yours, DeVaris Burnett. DeVaris, what is going on, child?
First of all, the do has been done. Have you seen that? Amen and hallelujah.
Yes, I see you. What is going on with you?
Well, the threats was very high at my house. My husband said, I love you from the beginning to the end. But right now, you're looking a little dusty. I need you to get that hair ministry.
I ain't mad at it.
Right.
Let's put you on full screen. Look at you.
I like this profile better. You like.
Yeah.
Curling up there, yeah.
You put some work in. I ain't mad at you. I am not mad.
I cut my own hair, relax my own hair. Yes, because I got to keep the coins here.
Yeah. Now, you know what? Now I was just talking about. Let me tell you something. This is what happens when you have gray hair. I shout out to my friend Dr. Maggie Wincher, and she says, "Wait a minute. You're only 50." Well, currently, Maggie, I'm 49. So yes, I'm 49 at the moment, and in just a few days, on the 28th, yes, I will be turning 50. But church folks, boy, they'll hurt your feelings, won't they? She says, "You're only 50." I don't know how to take that. But anyway, I'm glad to have you hanging out with us, DeVaris, and we know that you are a spry. What are you, 42, 43?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just turned 43 this year.
Yeah.
And my professor did not think that. He was shocked, including everybody else in the classroom. They thought I was in my 30s. I said, thank you. Appreciate it. But can I tell you this? We done had an earthquake here.
Right, you told me that backstage. So what is going on in the North Kakalaki?
We had an earthquake yesterday morning at 8:05 in the morning, and it was on the Richter scale of 5.1.
What?
It was in Sparta, South Carolina. So it was felt from all the way there, all the way here. Now, because I have a foam mattress, apparently it absorbed the shock. Me and my husband didn't feel it, but everybody else felt it. So yeah, it broke up some foundations in certain places, broke up streets in some places. Yeah.
Wow.
And we don't get that.
Yeah, that's not what happens in the North Kakalaki, but glad you made it through. I want to give a shout out to, let me see, somebody had my attention for you. First of all, let me shout out Jeremy Gibson. Jeremy, he wanted me to make sure I shouted him out. Who also going to be having a birthday this month as well. August is one of those particular months that I love. Now, Didi Felder says to you, cousin, you is fine. Talking to Tavares, you know, understand me?
So sweet, so fine. I can't see the rest of it. Thank you, Didi.
Elisa Shanks also shouts out to you. It says nice hair ministry. I feel you. The country diva is mentioned by Renee Kennedy. She says glad to see our country diva is okay. Most definitely, she is okay. And Kim Ryan says she felt it in Sparta, North Carolina. Wow.
Yeah, that's what it was in Sparta, North Carolina, not South Carolina. So yeah, it was real. And everybody and their mom was popping on Facebook, said, okay, was that me or was it real? It was real. 5.1, that's pretty strong. I've only known of another time it was a earthquake, but it was like a quiver. So we don't get it. And they said that was the last one was 94 years ago.
Wow.
We're known for hurricanes.
Yeah, y'all can have those.
Yeah, we get that eye be coming up on the land trying to get you.
Yeah, it's all good. Well, you know what? We have so much to talk about. I'm trying to keep up with everything that's going on. Shout out to Auntie Pooey, Adrian Johnson, who tells me to come on and join the 50 Club.
Yes.
And, you know, it's all good. I'll be doing that, and we'll have an announcement about what's going on. What we will be doing. That is a tongue twister. What we will be doing for my birthday. We'll have an announcement about that in just a minute. Let's bring up our next co-host. Let's reach back out here in California to the co-host of Better Together, my dude who he's about to come for me as soon as I bring him up. But it's all good. It is my guy who is not a morning person. Let me just say that again. He is not a morning person. So we are grateful that he is on with us. If you ever catch his lives on Sunday morning at the church, he be trying to pull together. I be cracking up. His eyes be red, they be low and everything.
And then he'll look at you like this.
He be trying. I promise you, he be trying. But let's bring up my guy, Ja'Cory Proto. Ja'Cory, what is up?
Good morning. I'm up. Jesus. You know, it's nice to have a reason to get up on Monday to be with you all.
Most definitely. That's good.
But you know, I really would be asleep.
We know. Now I don't claim to know a whole lot, but I do know that you would be asleep. And we are grateful to have you hanging out with us and doing all these different things. Now I know Ashlyn's trying to get cheap. Ashlynn, who is our takeover queen.
Ooh.
She's actually backstage waving at me to say, hey, bring me on. I got something to say.
Well, okay, so look, I thought we had a deal, right? If I'm on camera, then bring me into the show, right? Anyway, I'm looking tired. Hold on. Where's my glass? Oh, look, my glasses are right here. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
You've probably been up all night.
Oh, there we go. Look, I can see. Okay. No, let me tell you, Ja'Cory, that's we're gonna shatter that lie, okay? And I said it. Ja'Cory is not a morning person.
Oh, okay.
He's not, because when he wants to get up early, he can get up early and be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Let me tell you. And
when I got a reason.
When he has a reason. When he has a reason. So I think, like, you know, maybe Shop Talk. What do we got to do to make Shop Talk a good reason to get up early?
Hey, you know what? Listen, we got people who are up early, and I've been shouting so many
earlier.
As a matter of fact, Ja'Cory, we have a request. Well, not necessarily a request, but let me put it on the screen. Kim says that she loves your shirt. This is a great time for you to out your shirt. What are you wearing today?
So wait, y'all know, I don't know if y'all know me, but I don't really do t-shirts. This is a new thing for me. But this particular t-shirt that I'm wearing can be purchased on ashlyncole.com/shop. It says I am healed. Now she got about 30 other t-shirts. So I need all of you that support her to go to Ashlynn Cole /shop and get you a shirt. She got the gospel butterfly. Don't be, let her tell you, because I don't want to mess up the titles. Don't be entangled in bondage.
No, it doesn't say
Yes.
that. No, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. No,
What?
when we had the whole Jada and Will entanglement thing, then I was like, I want to do a shirt. What could I do? So my shirt says, God is bigger than
That's it.
entanglements. Come
That
on.
part.
God is
That
bigger
part.
than entanglements. And we've got, my story, his glory, undisputed worshiper. We've got the Ashlynn Shiko, all that whole line of t-shirts. The $1 Million Voice. I mean, a Team Ashlynn. It's so many shirts, but it's some shirts that don't even have. You don't have to have a shirt with my name on it. But the I Am Healed series is because God did heal me, and so I give you that message to rock on your chest, so that whatever it is that you're trying to overcome, remember to always say that I am healed. I just have to go through the process. So maybe that I just have to go through I'm in process. That's the next shirt right there. I'm in
Processing.
process. Yes.
Processing.
Come on.
That's good stuff. I thought today, by now, I would have been wearing a D-Toll t-shirt.
Oh, brother, here we go.
Yeah, I thought I would have been wearing a D-Toll t-shirt today. I ordered it. I ordered my t-shirt, but it'll be here today. So maybe by next week, I'll have my D-Toll t-shirt on as we're leaning toward my birthdays type stuff. So everybody's launching something. I'm going to launch something too. You understand me?
Come on. What is it? What is it?
What is it? Well, there's a few of them. Mine are geared toward us 1970s children. So and it's not on my site, but it is on ProBlackOnline.com, and then you'll see the Demetrius Toll-Free stuff on there. I want to just, since you put me on the spot, let me just tell you what is on there. So there are t-shirts that have my superhero. Somebody made me into a superhero, which I thought
love that.
Me too.
So
Me
funny.
I think that superhero has abs too. I think it has abs.
Oh, that's funny.
He working on it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's goals. Is that hashtag goals?
Yeah. Let's call it that.
Okay.
Another t-shirt that's on there says "Straight Out of My 40s." I thought that was funny as well. Another one says 50 living in my freedom.
Hey.
That's another cute one that's on there. Now, that might be the last one. No, 50 is the new flavor, is the other one. So
right. I wanted to rock one of the Freedom Radio shirts, but I'm still in my 40s. Amen. I know people might look at the gray hair and be like, no, yes, I am in my 40s. So look, if they would have had straight in my 40s, I'd have rocked with you. I'd have rocked
Me
with you.
too.
So here's what I'm doing. I have just put up here, I'm putting on the screen how you can get Ashlynn's t-shirts. Obviously, you want to do that. AshlynCole.com/shop. So make sure that you do that. She has a plethora of t-shirts. And then if you want to be able to get your D-Toll t-shirts, let's see. Let's make sure that we put that on there correctly. So it'll be Pro Black Online is where you can go to get those and be able to make things happen. All right. Now, I do have one more co-host hanging out backstage that is ready to join us out also in the North Kakalaki. She doesn't have her own show yet, but we're working on it. I decree it up. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. But she is a wonderful and very smart and wise young lady. She may be, her and Jacory, I think, are the youngest of our team, but she is always brings great understanding and great intellect to the show. So let's bring up my homegirl and yours all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's bring up the incredible Yolanda Wow Praise Morant. Yolanda.
Hi.
Come on here. Come on here. Yes.
I see you.
Thank you so much. How are y'all?
Yes.
Good.
Good. I don't like to.
Come on, glasses. Wait, why did I buy those yesterday? Why did those the ones that I bought yesterday? Those are fierce.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, she
I
doing
do,
it over there.
I do want to show one thing since we all have shirts. Ashlynn, thank you so much. So first, let me say this in order. I said what I said on social media. I think Ashlynn is amazing. Having you there, let me say, is like the church classic, right? I mean, it's like it's one of my favorite songs. Grew up in church, listened to the song, and so it's absolutely phenomenal. I think you did a phenomenal job, and I'm just one of those type of people that believes that God is a God of multiple doors. And so I don't believe that, and it's no pun to anyone or any network or any such thing. I just believe that God doesn't place himself in one set, in one place at one time. That doesn't make sense when he is omnipresent, huh? So I believe that God has more in store for you, madam. And I'm happy to know that you are the total package. And sometimes total packages just can't stay in one place. So I'm excited for you and what God is going to do for your life. I think it's going to be absolutely incredible. I'm not churchy, but I haven't been in church in over 100 days. So it kind of boils up in you for a little while.
Yeah.
So
Amen. I received that, sis. I appreciate that. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
you're welcome,
Thank
man.
you.
You're welcome,
Appreciate that.
you're welcome. So
That is
that,
tough.
and then she has inspired me. So I have an idea, but I cannot share my idea yet. But I have an idea that I am working on. But she did inspire me to relaunch some things. So I was working on a t-shirt line. I got really busy. I got distracted, all that kind of stuff. So I'm working on something, and so she totally inspired me. But I do have on a t-shirt today. And so I don't know how far I can hold it up so people can see it.
Oh, that looked nice.
So I love everything shiny, right? I love shiny things. Yes, and that means I love money too. So I love shiny things. And so, I'm a superhero girl. People might not believe it. I'm, all girly, churchy, but I love superheroes. I just love Marvel comics, the whole bit. So I love Superwoman or Wonder Woman rather. And so my really amazing friend Tequita Carter made this shirt for me. I designed it, she did it, and it is a bling with the iconic
Yes.
Wonder Woman. So I want to shout out to her, to Glamorous Bliss, to Tequita Carter. She is all things bling. Every bling T-shirt I have came from her, and the stones never fall off, ever. I have shirts from her from over 5 years ago. They've been all over the world with me. They've never fallen out. So hats, shots off to her.
And the funny thing, let me tell you how the Lord works. You just mentioned her, and guess what? She just posted a comment on the screen. Tequita out in Memphis, Tennessee. What is going on? For those of you who have the last version ladies of the Freedom Radio t-shirts, Tequita is the one who created those, the last round of Freedom Radio t-shirts that we had. And so Tequita, thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for doing what you do. And hopefully we can make something happen soon, because I have so many people, so many ladies asking me about Freedom Radio t-shirts, and we are out and we need to make some happen. So let me know, Tequita. Let's holler real soon and let's make this whole thing happen.
She right.
She
The
wants to be a
stones.
part. She
Yeah.
wants to be a part of us.
Oh, really?
She wants to join.
Come on in the room.
Oh, you know me.
I know she wants to
Yes.
be on South Talk, but I'm just put it out here, okay? And then she can get, I can be in trouble later. So she wants to be a part of Freedom Radio.
What's
We've been trying
up?
to make this happen for a long time. I'm
Tequita,
gonna just say that, and we out here.
Tequita, you my homie. You know we like that. I've been told you. Is that good English?
It don't matter. The message is strong. You've been told of what? Repeat it.
Her that she can come on here. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. You know what? I honestly think we should randomly add somebody today. I'm just throwing it out there.
Come on in the room.
I have talked to the station manager, but I think that we should randomly add a couple people today. So I tell you what, Tequita, I know you're busy probably doing what you're doing, but if you want to be, I'll add you today, sis. It's nothing. I'll shoot you the link and get you on today. Matter of fact, I have room for 2 additional people today. Yes, this is a random show. I have room for 2 additional people.
2 testimonies, huh? Come on in the room.
If you want to join the show today, put it on the screen, put it in the chat. I'll reach out to you and we will add you randomly to the show. Now, if you get on the show and start cutting up, I do reserve the right to ban you or kick you from the show, because I know the station manager. But I got room for 2 people. If that's you, and you want to join today's show, especially as we get ready to go in our next segment, you can let me know. I can hit you up and you can join the show. You obviously will need to have some headphones, but it's a random show today. Let's make it happen. Here's what we're going to do. Let's get ready to take our first music break. We're going to play a song from someone that a couple of us know. And when we come back, let me throw everybody backstage. Sorry. Be right back. Hold on. You too. When we come back from this music break, we're going to talk about what everyone is itching to talk about, and that is Sunday Best. So I tell you what, keep it locked right here. We're going to play a song from a somewhat familiar person, and we will have so much to share. So keep it locked right here. We'll be back with more, well, right after this.
Said I'd never walk alone, that you're always by my side. You'd never leave me, you'd never forsake me, that you'd always be my guide. So I take you at your word and give you my life. Have your way, Lord, and I will seek your face and turn from my ways. Have your way, Lord, please have your way in me. Have your way. Walk with you, it's amazing, 'cause every day you show me something new. You're giving me peace, you're giving me joy, it's running over. Lord, there's nothing you can't do. So I dedicate my life as a living sacrifice. Have your way, Lord, and may everything I do be pleasing unto you. Have your way, Lord, please have your way in me.
I put down my agenda and I lift my hands. I want you to use me. Use me in a mighty way, Lord. Have your way in me.
And we are back. Welcome back to Shop Talk, where literally no person and no subject is off limits. Great music from I think many of you have heard of Ashlynn Cole. Not sure if you have or not, but the great show from a great song from Ashlynn. Song is simply called "Have Your Way." And shout out to Stephanie Summers, who is one of the top 3 on Sunday Best, who is hanging out with us. Hey, Steph, you know that, sis, you're more than welcome to join us at any time. Shout out again to Tequita, who is hanging out with us as well, and so many more. Shout out to my dude out in the NY, Dale Cicerone. Dale, what is up, man? We got to talk, and we got to talk real soon. He has brand new music that just came out. It gets better. It plays on Freedom Radio, of course. Song just came out. He just sent it to me last week. When I got it, I immediately added it into rotation, and we are glad to be able to play some great music. Let's bring everybody back. We've got Devaris, we've got Jacory, we've got Yolanda. I think we still have Ashlynn. I think she's there, but I think she's working. Let's see. Yeah, she's working. We'll bring her back in a minute. Anyway, let's get ready to talk about this whole thing. And again, shout out to Stephanie Summers. Yes, ma'am. Glad to have you hanging out with us. My dude, my little bro by a couple of months, Chris Haynes, hanging out with us in the virtual building as well, and so many more. Again, want to welcome all of you who are watching us on Facebook. Want to welcome those of you who are watching us on YouTube, as well as welcome our family that is watching us live today on Periscope as well. We are doing everything at Freedom Radio to expand our reach, and we are not leaving any stone unturned. It won't be long, you all, till you start seeing us live on LinkedIn. That's right. We're looking forward to joining LinkedIn as another streaming partner. So it's going to be amazing. So you want to definitely keep tuned into Freedom Radio, because we are treading out new territory. That's right. We are treading out new territory. And I want to say this, and hopefully nobody gets offended, but for the last 9 years, internet radio, which is still, for many people, still somewhat new, Freedom Radio has been one of the front runners and been one of the pioneers of this whole internet radio thing. And now we're taking it and adding in this whole video component. A lot of people look to Freedom Radio to see what they should be doing next. Mm-hmm. And so we are grateful to be a pioneer and do all that we can to push gospel music forward, to push this message of Jesus the Christ forward, and do all that we can to make things happen. Speaking of pushing the message forward, Devaris and I was talking a little bit earlier at the fact that yesterday I was able to, against my will, I went kicking and screaming, but I was able to share a little bit of a message yesterday at my church out in Hayward, California, United States of America. Bishop J.W. Macklin, the pastor of Glad Tidings, called me late Saturday, called me up, and you know, I was working, and I said, you know, well, let me just answer it. It is the bishop calling me. And so I picked up the phone. The bishop was like, son, help a pastor out. And I was like, Bishop, what is it? What's going on, Brad? He was like, man, I need you to preach for me tomorrow. I was like, no. And I went kicking and screaming, didn't want to do it. But the Lord meditated. I'm used to being in my little cubby hole of the musician. I'm comfortable being in the musician role. But let me just say this parenthetically, that comfortable people seldom do great things.
Come on.
Come on.
I'm gonna just stop right there because that could take me down a whole nother place. But I was comfortable. I was being comfortable just being a musician. But comfortable people seldom do great things. And another thing I just want to throw out there, that it made me have to think. It made me have to do things that I didn't normally do. And it reminded me. Let me tell you what it reminded me of. It reminded me that a mind stretched never returns to its original state.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
Y'all catching me on a good day. I'm telling you, a mind stretched never goes back to its original state. And I was stretched yesterday. I was pulled out of my comfort zone, but somehow or another, with nobody in the church, the Lord touched us and favored us, and we were able to share a message, not knowing who it was for. And people have been hitting me up, and this is a great segue into our Sunday Best conversation. I'm telling you, I didn't know who that message was for, but the message was, you are absolutely, positively created for this.
Mhm.
Yes.
I don't know what your this is. I don't know, all of us have our own this. My this is different than Yolanda's this. Yolanda's this is different than Devaris's this. We all have our this. But even through this particular time that we're in, God has absolutely, positively created you for this. And could it be, we talked about this briefly last week, could it be that God is preparing his people for a perfected praise in the midst of a pandemic?
Come on.
Woo!
That part.
The Lord touched us and with us to share. And Ashlynn, little did I know what was going to happen later on in the day, but look at what is happening for you. And yes, you were voted off, and many people are boycotting BET, and so many people doing what they're doing. But regardless, you're still a winner.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? This whole big blow up that you're going through, you was created for this. You were created for this. So, I'm so excited for you, so proud of you. So many people around the Bay, we all still love you, and you're our Sunday best. You understand me? Sunday best, Monday best,
Come on.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday best. And we're so happy and so proud of you. And but tell us, yesterday was hard for us to watch. I'm sure it was hard for you to watch. I'm sure you knew this was coming at some point based on the taping. But kind of tell us, what are you feeling and what's going on with you right now?
So it's so interesting. Actually, yesterday wasn't difficult. It was a celebration. I think last week was more difficult to watch than this week because, it was just kind of awkward last week for me for whatever reason while I was going through it. Now, when I watched it, I was like, it was great. It was just kind of awkward last week. Uh-oh.
It was so good it had to be said twice.
But yeah, last week going into last week, and Ja'Cory was with me, and I was like, I don't know how it's gonna come across this last week's show. I'm not sure how I did, and I was really kind of filled with like I wasn't sure. I was unsure of last week. But then when I watched it back, I was like, oh please, I was having fun. I brought energy. I brought my own sound to the songs, which I did every week. I'm so proud of the work that I did. Godly proud of the work that I did on Sunday Best. And I hope people don't protest the show. I understand, because I've done the same thing. I've watched shows and been like, what? And my favorite got voted off too. So it happens, but at the same time, I give so much like kudos, the flowers to BET and to Kirk and Kelly and Erica and Jonathan and all the contestants. Everybody has been amazing. And, if it had not been, first of all, if it hadn't been for Ja'Cory, I wouldn't have ever been on Sunday Best. But if it hadn't been for Sunday Best, do you know that there's thousands of people now that the gospel of Jesus Christ is reaching through me now because of Sunday Best? That's what it's all about. This is not only, got my name and people know who I that's all fine and good. But what this really has done, it has solidified my faith in God. It has like cemented my feet in my relationship with him and like just solidified me as a worship leader and all of those things. And so I discovered so much about myself, and I wouldn't change a thing. Honestly, I wouldn't change a thing. Because now as the top four, I don't know how much I want to say, but
come on. Keep your eyes on it.
Contractually, I'm free to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
That part, honey. Yes.
Yeah. I feel you. I know what you're saying. Shout out again to Stephanie Summers, who says specifically to you, Ashlynn, that you are an awesome singer. and in which you are. You understand? Absolutely.
Love you, Stephanie. Love you, Steph. Love you.
Yeah, most definitely. And I want to give a shout out to Pastor Paul McCary, who was on, who just mentioned something. He says, Ashley, he says Ashley, well, I know he means Ashlynn, but it's okay. They voted Jennifer Hudson off of a show, and you see where she is. You know that God has doors that he's going to swing open for you. Praise the Lord. Shout out to Pastor McCary. Thank you, sir, for hanging out with us and showing love to Ashlynn. Shout out to Rhonda Jones. What is up, Rhonda, who says that you did your thing. And yes, Lord, you did.
Hey, cousin.
We're excited. Stephanie is saying that, of course, that she loves you too. And
Dito, if I'm the Jennifer Hudson of Sunday Best, then so be it. If I'm the J Hud of Sunday Best, I'm all for it. Come on, J Hud.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you. And this I think the whole journey was incredible. I've seen a major jump in your social media in terms of your numbers, and I think that's amazing. And now you get all of these, now almost 10,000 people on Instagram, that when you hit the go live button, that when you, whatever it is, when you speak, you can have all of these people listen as if you were E.F. Hutton. You know what I'm saying? So now you never know what is going to happen. You never know.
Come on, E.F. Hutton money. Come on, E.F. Hutton money. Jesus, Lord.
Yeah. I'm with you. And Chris Haynes. Yes, sir.
Let me put this plug in too, because what's really going to be good is once all of this Sunday Best stuff is over and God just dropped this in my spirit, is I want you guys to hear the whole story. Mm-hmm. Honestly, me and Ashlynn need to do a one-on-one with how the whole journey came to be, because a lot of people don't understand that it really was a tug of war to get her to get on this show.
Well, what was the tug of war?
Well, the thing is, I don't think she really wanted to do it. I'm a Sunday Best junkie. I'm a lover of music. I like to use my gift, but it was never to honestly say, be the winner. It was for the launch. And I think what it really did was it was the launch for him to shine his flashlight and say, hey, look, let me get these people over here to see the mirror reflection of God's grace. Because you got to be ready for a situation like this. And I'm thankful, because it's always been my dream to go on the show, but it was a dream that was for my friend, if it makes sense, to where it still brought me along. But I just can't wait till after we get through all of the contestants and we are able to have an actual interview, because it was so fun. It was so much fun.
Most definitely. I look forward to having that moment as well. And we definitely should talk about making that happen in the very, very near future. Listen, we are already going into the show, and we're getting ready to go into our birthday segment, Ashlynn. But Ashlynn has something she wanted to say before we did it. Ashlynn.
Varus.
Oh, Varus has something to say. Go ahead.
Yes.
Oh, it was very quick. Did y'all notice the wardrobe change that Jacory just did? Back to you, Ashlynn.
Come on,
it was
Whitney.
Whitney's
It was her birthday yesterday. Yes.
Okay. I you know what, Varus, you have that keen eye that I did not even see that myself. Now I did see him get up and go somewhere, but I never peeped game on that. Yes. That is absolutely amazing.
Y'all better watch. Y'all watch. Look,
yeah, I see
it's sauce on all of us here. So keep an eye on everybody.
I am not mad. I tell you what we're going to do. Let's get ready to go into our birthday segment. And before we jump directly into birthdays, we do have a quick announcement from Allegra Toll Free. So let's take this quick 1 minute announcement, and then we'll go right into our birthdays. This will give you guys a chance to get your birthdays together. Let's hear from Allegra. Allegra.
Hi everyone, this is Allegra Toll-Free, here to give you a personal invitation to Demetrius Toll-Free 50th birthday celebration. Friday, August 28th at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. It's going to be a time of celebration and reflection over the last 50 years of his life. Many singers and musicians will come together, many of whom will sing songs from his previous albums. As part of the celebration, we have Detold t-shirts available for purchase on ProBlackOnline.com. That's ProBlackOnline.com. Finally, if you would like to submit a 60 to 90 second video, email it to Jakari at att.net. That's Jakari, Jacoree at att.net. Remember, this is your personal invitation, and we can't wait to see you on Friday, August 28th at 7 o'clock p.m.
And we are back. Welcome back. And listen, I am so excited. Now, I'm not necessarily super excited about turning 50, but it is what it is. And we are having a birthday celebration for young D Toll on August the 28th, which is my actual birthday, at 7 p.m. right here on Facebook. So speaking of birthdays, let's get ready to shout out some people who are having a birthday today. And so since I'm already here, I will start. And let me tell you who I have. Shout out and happy birthday to my cousin, Latoya Toll-Free. She has a birthday today. Shout out to Elder Carlo Ulysses Sr., who also has a birthday today. He turns 53. Happy 63rd birthday to Tracy Jones. Happy birthday to P. Wendell Hogan. Shout out to my dude, all of our friend, the Grammy representative from the Bay, Larry Baptiste. Happy 31st birthday to Monique Yearby. Happy birthday to another cousin, Tay Toll-Free. What's going on, cousin? Happy birthday to my classmate, Keontae Murphy. Happy birthday to Yolanda Williams. And last but not least for me, happy birthday to one of my friends and former co-workers, Artrice Johnson. With that being said, Jakari, let's go to you, man. What birthdays might you have today?
Well, first of all, happy yesterday birthday to Whitney Houston, of course. And I also want to shout out to Deshaun Little. He had a wonderful Zoom party with every gospel artist you could think of. Happy birthday to him. Derek Hall, I think a few days ago, his birthday. We got Sonia Craig. Happy birthday to you. T. Tinka Pringle. Happy birthday. Tiffany Romby. Dale Studmeyer. Happy birthday. Love Davis. Oh, look, I got a little list today. John Wiles, happy birthday to you. Cheryl Hines, Will Humphrey, Isaiah Hunter, and Walter Green. Happy birthday from us to you.
Good stuff. Appreciate that. Yolanda Morant out in Charlotte, North Carolina. Any birthdays you'd like to share today?
So today is Aaron Hall's R&B singer extraordinaire. Aaron Hall's birthday. Let's see, other people. Frankie French, may not know who she is, but she is a artist, model, designer. Lillian Richardson from Denver. Her birthday was just yesterday. Let's go down this list. Okay, Exie Davis, really good friend of mine, model, amazing hairstylist back home in Denver. And a couple days ago was Tequita's sister's birthday. Christina.
Awesome, good stuff. Thank you for that, Devaris. Let's stay in the North Kakalaki, but let's go down to Greensboro. Wait, is Charlotte up and Greensboro down, or is it vice versa?
It's Charlotte is off to the side, down. It's down because you can go towards Georgia that way. So yeah, it's down for me.
It's all good. Well, I tell you what, let's go to Greensboro where everything is green. What do you have?
Yes, Verde. So today's birthday is Jessica Warlaw. It's her birthday. My sister-in-law, we call each other sister in love, Nicole Elliott. Tyra Turner Whitaker is her birthday today. Ebony Harper is her birthday today. Robert Rambert Jr. is his birthday today. And I saw that Dee Dee Felder said her daughter is turning 29 on Wednesday. Shout out to Ariana, if I'm saying that right, because my daughter's name is Ariana. Just took the I off. And today, National Day. Today, National Day is Shapewear Day.
Huh.
Right. So anybody that owns shapewear,
praise
God.
Yay.
Glory, hallelujah.
Praise God.
It's all good.
It's also Connecticut Day. Lazy Day. Right. Mm-hmm. And S'mores Day. So go ahead. You don't have to have a fire. All you got to do is get you a marshmallow and you get you a graham cracker
Marshmallow.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it depends on how you make it. If it's gonna be natural or if it's gonna be store bought, marshmallow or marshmallow.
Okay. I got it.
Also, you just put that thing in. We're gonna
I
roll
know.
with that today, y'all.
Oh,
That's what we're gonna do today. It's National S'mores Day. We're gonna roll with that. And you put that baby in the microwave for 15 seconds. You can
Yeah.
get you a nice s'more today if you want it.
Mm.
Thank y'all for listening to National Day and the birthday list.
It is all good. I tell you what, Ashlynn, we're gonna go give it to you, and then we actually have a break-in backstage. But Ashlynn, what birthdays might you have today?
I tell you what I took away from what she just said. I have some more shape is what I have. I have some more.
That's why you're so great. That's another level
Some
of
more
greatness
shape.
for Ashlynn. She know how to pop a word and make it great. Go ahead.
Oh Lord. Okay. So today's birthdays, there's so many. Oh my God. Okay. So Ricky Powell, shout out. Nadine Blackwell, Elizabeth Creeley, happy birthday. Robert Smith, one of my personal trainers, shout out to you, sir. Roberta Danae, Larry Batiste, of course, you mentioned my long time friend. We go way back. We down like 4 flats. Adrian Jackson, my first cousin. Yes, actually. Jerron Thompson was yesterday. And Vernon Bush, happy birthday to you, sir. Now in celebrity birthdays, I have some interesting ones. Kylie Jenner. Okay, I'm gonna only mention her because she's part of the Kardashian family. Kylie Jenner is 23 years old. Can you imagine? Can you imagine so much, having had so much happen in your life at 23? My God, today. Yes, but it is Kylie Jenner's birthday. Today is also, wait for it, Antonio Banderas.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Hey, Suave. Hey. Antonio, look, about 20 years ago, I wasn't mad at you or mad at your dad or mad at your mama. I was not mad. He turns 60 today. Yes, he does. 60 years old. I mean, wow. Yeah. That's like, wow. All right. Today is also Ricky Smiley's birthday. Ricky Smiley. Now he's already part of the 50 Club. How many years has he been in the 50 Club, y'all?
55.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's 55. That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, 53.
52. Ricky Smiley is 52 today. So shout out to him. I love Ricky Smiley. Shout out to Ricky Smiley. I do love Ricky Smiley.
Me too.
Today is Angie Harmon's birthday. You probably don't know who that is, but she's 48 today. Today is designer Betsy Johnson's 78th birthday.
I thought she was in her 80s.
Come on.
78. Betsy Johnson. Now she was like, I remember Betsy Johnson from back in the 80s when I was a kid. And she was just that like eclectic, very different, cutting edge designer, always had very strange patterns. And I just remember her from the 80s, but she still continues. You look her up, Betsy Johnson, she's 78 today. So happy birthday. Today is also Michael Bivins' birthday. Yeah.
Yes.
BBD. Hey. BBD. Poison. Yes. And how old is Michael Bivins today, y'all?
55.
48.
No. Okay, wait a minute. I think I got this.
No, he's in his 50s.
He's 47. 47.
47.
47.
I don't believe it.
47, 48.
No.
He's 50.
Up higher or lower?
52 today.
Wow.
52 today. Yes, he is.
Wow.
Shout out to Michael Bivins. And look, from all of us here, look, you know how we do. Look, birthdays are super, super special. It's not only like a milestone. You get to look back over the last year that you've spent. And I hope that you spend this day reflecting. You may not be where you want to be, but thank God you're not where you were. And just look at how far you've come. There's also a work ahead of you. So don't give up now. Don't give up now. Take today to really reflect, but also regroup and repurpose and look forward. There's so much left to do. Look, me at 46 years old, I've just reinvented myself all over again. It's a brand new chapter. Never, ever give up, because God never sleeps. He never gives up on us. So don't give up on God's plan for your life. It's never, never too late. So celebrate today. And from all of us here at Shop Talk and Freedom Radio, happy birthday.
That's good stuff. Listen, this have I told you lately that I love you? Thank you guys. Y'all make my week, man. This is always a great thing. Now, speaking of making my week, oh my God, we do have a break-in. We actually have two break-ins. I'm gonna bring in the first break-in, and then Jacory will bring in our second break-in. Now, I mentioned a little bit earlier in the show that I had room for two people to come and hang out with us. I actually 1, 2, 3. I could actually have another person if I wanted to. I just thought I'd throw that out there for free. But let me bring on one of our resident comedians out in Richmond of California, our homegirl, Dee Dee Felder in the virtual building. What's going on, sis?
Yes. Come on, T-shirt. Come on, shirt. Yes.
Yeah, we have Dee Dee Felder in the virtual building hanging out with us. Dee Dee, girl, what is going on?
Just still in the aftermath of the show yesterday. Sis, you did your thing. You are the best. So I'm over it. Because God has so much more. Romans 8:28 is what I'm standing on for you, Ash. That's all I gotta say.
That's all good.
Things.
That's
all
good.
things. Yeah.
That's good. You know what? I appreciate you being nice and kind, Dee Dee. Dee Dee, she is for real. She may have missed out on making some money as being a comedian, because some of the stuff that she be typing in, and I'll be like, how did she think that up?
It's not too late. Hey, it's not
I'm from
too
Richmond.
late.
It's the Richmond.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Dee Dee, I think you said mom is on the line, so I definitely want to give.
Dito said Gloria is my oldest sister, but Mama, she's on. She's all the way in Virginia. Not my mom, my sister, my oldest sister Gloria.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was my bad. So sorry.
Well, shout out to mom anyway. Shout out to mom. If she watches the replay, maybe she'll catch the replay. I love you, mom.
Okay,
most definitely.
I can't stay long because I have grandbaby duty.
Okay, all right. You know what? I was just about to put you on the spot because we're about to do our one has to go. But I tell you what, if you can't hang out, I ain't mad. Just pop off when you can.
Okay.
But I do have another guest that Jacory is going to bring up that wanted to give some salutations to you, Ashlynn. So Jacory, the floor is yours, brother.
Yes, let's go on, and I want to introduce. Some of you know him as G2D Design and Local Branding. He has a local branding company in Sassoon. Can we go on and bring in Jonathan Richardson?
Man,
Miss Ashlynn. Hey y'all.
What is going on? Glad to have you hanging on the show with us today. Welcome to Shop Talk, man. And listen, you came on here to hang out and to say some things specific. So I tell you what, we're going to put you on the spot. And now the virtual floor, Jonathan, is now yours.
Absolutely. Miss Ashlynn, I must say that I am beyond proud of everything that you have experienced. Every day, every Sunday, I literally raced home just to be supportive, just to be able to take pictures in front of my TV. I didn't send those to you in Messenger yet, but just to be a part of your experience has been transformational for me. Wow. But more so, it is such a blessing to have partnered with you in the past through Creative Wonderfully with Rochelle Reed and that nonprofit, as you have empowered women across the Bay Area. And then to see how God has allowed for the chronicles of conversation between you and Jacory in the car, listening to different artists that have produced phenomenal tracks, to now being that person that everyone now is looking to. just wanted to just come in and just say that I am so excited for you, and I hope that the next chapter that you are penning will be something that is transformational for every person that has experienced you across the globe. I think that there is so much more room for you, and there's so much more opportunity. And I'm just excited to know that I could celebrate you. So, Ashlyn, thank you for being you. Thank you for allowing for Jakari to push you beyond comfort or complacency, and to be able to take advantage of a platform that now God can use in a very phenomenal way. So, just wanted to come on and just say congratulations, no matter the outcome, that there is so much more that's going to open up for you. And I'm looking forward with my shades on at the horizon of everything that God has in store for you.
Wow.
Good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That means so much to me. And I want to see those pictures. When we go see the pictures? Come on
I'm
now.
gonna send them to you. I'm gonna send them to
Okay.
you. But also, I want to say to you publicly, you may know this, you may not know, but I own a silk screen printing company, and I do a lot of branding. So today I'm going to work with Jakari to get photos from your Sunday best moments. And I'm going to create a composition and gift you a commemorative shirt that you can showcase and keep.
Oh my goodness.
I just think that at the end of the day, you need to have something to as a milestone of what this is, so that when you go to wherever God's going to take you, you'll have this nice little milestone that you can go back to and say, hey, this is the marker when I went to Sunday best, when I didn't want to be there, I didn't want to go. And from there, it's going to be the catalyst to take you so much further. So I want you to have that. That's my gift, to just say thank you for being you, and for inspiring all of us to continue to take that next step forward in faith.
Man.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Such beautiful words of encouragement. I take that. I receive it. That's gonna fuel the next. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to come on here and share that with me. So yeah, much love. Much love. Appreciate you.
That is amazing, man. That is amazing. Hey, it's up to you. You can hang out with us if you want, but the door here at Freedom Radio, the door here on Shout Talk is always open to you, man. Amazing things that you shared. Yeah, amazing things that you shared. Ashlyn, I told you that you're definitely getting people inspired. One, to be more like Christ, but you're inspired by your story, your testimony, and everything that is going on. Absolutely amazing. Jonathan, man, appreciate you sharing that, brother. That is absolutely floored right now. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. So again, it's up to you. If you hang out with us, you're more than welcome to stay. We've got a lot of stuff still going on. I tell you what, let's get ready to do today's One Has to Go. Now, I've switched up back and forth a couple different ways. Davaris have kind of seen both of them.
Yes.
There's two of them.
You have two today?
It's two.
Oh, Lord, help us twice, Lord Jesus.
One of them is definitely hard.
Put it on the screen. Come on, what's up?
I know. Let's just go.
All right.
Let's just go.
Cool. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna bring up today's One Has to Go. Davaris, you can do the R&B version first or the gospel version first?
Okay, I'm gonna let you know. You do the gospel version, that's probably gonna take us out, and you won't have enough time to do the R&B. So I strongly suggest you to do the gospel one, because that one's gonna have more heat to it. Go.
Come on, bring the heat.
Okay, well, we're getting ready to do the gospel One Has to Go. Now,
y'all get ready.
You put your hand. Wait, you put your hand on your head. Wait, I'm worried.
It's
I'm worried
real.
Now. I'm worried.
My eyes is watering.
Whoa, you should be
what does
worried.
this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? Detail. What does that mean? I need you to. I need some definitions. Definitions. What does that mean?
Where's the picture?
It just means this. Jonathan, my brother, pray for me, man. We're getting ready to do One Has to Go.
Oh,
and today's One Has to Go goes like this.
Now you you need a whooping.
No. Bye. No.
Ooh,
Bye.
I'm leaving.
One has to go.
No.
Let me tell you who we are. And then we are going to go
No.
One has to go. This is what we do.
No.
I told
no.
y'all. I told y'all.
Ooh.
I
I'll tell y'all
y'all.
what. I'll tell you what. The one
She-
that has to go. I'll tell you right now. I know
Is-
exactly who the one has to go.
She about to get up, huh?
Yep. She's exiting stage left, y'all.
Okay. Here we are.
I don't know. You know, I don't know about this one because I think it's a buildup of all. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's a mountain.
Come on.
There's
Mhm.
level to this thing because I mean, without one, there would not be another. So B and C kind of
Come on now.
build
Come
on
on.
one another, and then
But that's not the question, Jacory. The question is, one has to go.
you trying to get people to sin, and I'm not doing it. Today.
I told y'all.
Is it preaching?
Take your
Is
pick.
it preaching
Take
or
your
singing?
pick. They
No,
do.
it's singing. They all have microphones singing, right? Are we saying singing?
Well,
All of them pastors. All of them are pastors.
Yeah, but
they
they're
all do
brown.
both. So this is a for real. Now, Mrs. Candy says, Dito, you have to go because we're not right. Okay, so here we go. Cynthia says that she will not participate. Okay, it is what it is. Kim Ryan says that her head is hurting. Dee Dee Felder says that C, meaning Donnie McClurkin, can't go anywhere. Let's talk about it. Here's what we have on the screen as today's potential one has to go. We have the singing pastors. We have Smokey Norfolk. We have Marvin Winans. Marvin Winans, who'll mess you up. He can sing the ABCs and mess you up.
Come on.
Hallelujah.
ABCD.
Come on.
F-G-O.
Come on.
L-I-J-K, L-M-N-O-P. You understand? So he can sing the ABCs and mess you up. We have Donnie McClurkin. We have Jason Nelson. We have the incredible and incomparable Bishop Paul S. Morton. And we have Marvin Sapp.
Y'all ain't gonna like me.
I agree with you, Corey. They ain't gonna like me either, but amen and
They're not gonna
hallelujah.
like me.
Okay, it's all good. So I tell you what, Jonathan, you're our guest.
Come on in the room.
Jonathan, our guest. So, sir, we are going to put you on the spot first as our guest. Unmute yourself and let us know one has to go. Who are you going with?
Oh boy.
Welcome to the show.
Ooh. This is a blank canvas on purpose. Oh, why do I have to go first?
You're the guest. You're the
Okay.
guest. You're the guest.
So I'm gonna go in the order in which I've been impacted by them all. So those that have impacted me the most significantly are all except for letter E, Pastor Morton.
Really?
All of it.
Blasphemy.
Although his story and his message is powerful as a preacher, I look at the story and the music of ministry of all the other artists, and there's something completely unique about them all. Smokey has music that will randomly come up on my Apple Music that will have me about to drive off the road, and it's not a new song. But also, Pastor Morton has pieces that are powerful messages that I think are really more sermons than they are songs. So when I look at all of the individuals here, you have one that is legitimately a pastor, but you have 5 others that are actually artists in their own, that are known as an artist primarily, although the others are pastors as well. So I would say E in this case for me.
Dang.
Oh, he
Okay,
was
well,
saying wild quiet.
we might keep you on the show.
We might.
How you come behind that?
We might.
Wow.
Okay, so tell you what, I'm going to work my way backwards. So on my screen, Yolanda Wild Praise Morant, you are next. Who has to go for you?
Okay, I'm gonna tread real light because You know, like, I do work for people, and I just don't want to be in trouble.
He ain't right.
Okay. Yeah, like first of all, how do you come behind that? It's like somebody who slaughters the stage and they say you sing next. I mean, who wants to do that? At no
I love
point. Okay,
My
so
bad.
I'm gonna say that. No, you don't listen. It's good. It's a challenge. I'll take it. So, okay, I'm gonna say this in the order of what he said. I'm only going to. I had the opportunity to attend Paul Morton's live recording after Katrina, and it's still to date is one of the best live recordings I have ever attended. Um, he outsang his own child. It was just. I'm not saying that was the intention. I'm just saying the level of skill actually that the man has, and even in his older age, because he had to be in his like almost 50s then. That's when the whole Katrina thing happened. It was unbelievable.
Oh, age.
I mean,
Wow.
yeah. I'm
Uh-oh.
talking about. Oh, I'm not saying you.
No,
We're
Wow.
not talking about you. Like we're not
we
saying
ain't.
you're old. You just have gray hair. I mean, I'm not saying you. I'm saying him. So I think
Wow.
he has this stamina of singing. It's just he doesn't disappoint.
Yes.
Say it like that. So I know people gonna think I'm crazy, but in truth to you, like I really would say D. It's only because we have to make a choice.
No,
Mm.
Okay, let me tell you
absolutely
why.
not.
Why I think
No.
yeah, but see, listen,
I
why
get
I
you.
think he's absolutely phenomenal.
I
First of
get
all,
you.
I mean it's just a game. We're just playing. But I think it ain't real. So, okay. So I just say that because I agree with you. You can't have C what you cannot have Marvin. Donnie McClurkin does not exist, and he will say that. He does not exist without Marvin Winans.
Right.
Smokey Norfolk is to me very iconic. He did a lot of things, and he worked with some people from back home. So he's just he's great in his own right. I will always love Marvin Sapp. I don't care what you say, and he'll
Commission.
That part. That part.
that part. So I say now. Don't get me wrong. I love Jonathan Nelson. I think he is amazing. Like one of his songs is gonna play. So I know
Forever is a long
the song is
time.
amazing, right?
That's how long I
Like
love
in a certain
you.
song.
That's how long I love you. Forever. Oh, forever is a long time. That's how long I love you.
Yeah.
That's how long I love you. Forever. Jonathan ain't going nowhere.
All right.
I mean, you go, but that's not gonna convince me if I had to.
That part.
Okay. So you're
hilarious.
Nelson. I love it. You guys won't believe who I'm going to say in a minute, but let's go to Jacory. Jacory, one has to go, man. Who you going with, bro?
Well, I'm going to first start by saying all of them are necessary. But
Yep.
seeing that we playing this game with you on this good morning,
Right.
B, C, E, and F, they stand in like the Statue of Liberty. I do agree with Yolanda with D, but I would honestly, for me, they used to call me Little Smokey. I don't think we look alike, but we do a couple of runs maybe similar. But I would honestly put A and D together just because for me, B, C, E, and F have impacted me tremendously. And they have been more in my focus. I haven't really paid a lot of attention to A and D, but their music has made tears fall out of my eyes. So A and D would be together for me.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Hey, this is why we do this.
Wow.
We're learning some different things about different people. Devaris,
R&B one? Can we go to the R&B
we
one?
ain't doing that. We already in gospel now. Devaris, you are up next. Who has to go for you?
I'm gonna go straight to the juggler, Paul Morton, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Fire too.
Jesus. Oh my Lord. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, that's cool.
Can
Yeah.
I explain?
Please do.
Okay, I have more lineage with all the rest of them. Like my thing is like they got more songs. Everybody else got more songs I can dive into. That's different parts of my life. Paul Morton, like I really got hip to him, like you said, with the live recording of the Katrina one. So I don't have that strong of a connection. Like if you tell me, hey, which one of these you're gonna pick from your Apple Music, it will be all of them except for him. I mean,
Send her his CD.
Send
her his CD.
I can live, or I can live without it. I'm gonna be honest with you, but that's just my opinion. So yeah, Morton, even though he's a phenomenal pastor, like preaching wise, like yeah, but no singing, no.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Wow.
Have you heard "Let It Rain"?
Have I not heard it? Yes, multiple times. But what I'm saying is the catalog is not that deep for me. Like I can do "Let It Rain." I can do that when I'm going through, but I mean his catalog ain't that deep with me.
But
everybody else is.
His catalog also includes his son, though.
Yes. And I love
Wait. Why does his catalog include his son? No.
For me, it does.
No.
For me, it does.
No.
That's part of his production.
No. His catalog does not include his son. No, sir. No.
That's
for me, it does.
I love you, but no.
For me, it does. It's all a part of him.
Well, Paul Morton catalog ain't deep.
That's
me.
like saying the whole Winans catalog goes with Marvin. I mean, Marvin is a standalone all by himself, but the Winans are standalone by themselves. You don't get the whole Winans with Marvin.
That's true. I can agree. Yes, honey, yes. Mm-hmm. So, Paul Morton, love you, but you got to go.
Wow.
Incredible. Okay, well, Ashlynn, that leaves you. Who has to go for you?
Me. I have to go for me. I have to go. I exited stage left. I'm not going to answer this question. I'm not going to answer this. First of all, Donnie is a friend of mine, so I would never vote him off because that's the homie. Jason. Oh, I think I called him Jonathan. I'm sorry. Jason ain't going nowhere. Because I sing his songs every day, as a matter of fact. Marvin, this.
Okay.
Smokey, I sing Smokey.
Yes, she does. She sure sings Smokey.
Marvin, look, I can't look. I can't. It's me. I gotta go.
Okay. No worries. It's all good. So now that leaves me to answer this question. Now, what you'll notice, for those of you who are watching, you'll notice that based on age range or based on what era they grew up in, it's been how we've been almost like how we've been eliminating people. So for me, very rarely does this happen, but I have to agree with Yolanda, but I further agree with Jacory.
Wow.
This rarely happens. So I absolutely agree. I take nothing away from from Jason Nelson. Amazing singer. Amazing. He has some amazing songs. I'm just not a big Jason Nelson fan.
Wow.
Nothing away from him.
Wow.
Is who he is.
Wow.
Same thing with Smokey. Take nothing away from Smokey.
Wow.
Amazing. He is amazing. I've seen him live. I've played for him before. I've done it. I've played for Donnie. I've played for Paul Morton. I've played for Marvin Sapp. I've played for just about everybody on this list. But if I just had to pick,
the youngsters got to go.
they both would have to go. I am a big Paul Morton fan. Both his preaching and his singing. I'm a huge Marvin Winans fan. Many people have said growing up that I sounded like him to a degree. Maybe not like Pastor Buster, but people have said in times past that I've sounded like him to a degree. Marvin Sapp, man, listen, that's just a homie, man. Me and him are close in age, and you understand? He can't go nowhere. And where would I be without Stan? You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, Chris Haynes made me come do Stan with them and challenged me to be my best D-Toll and remaking Stan with Ethology a couple times. So, So if it were me, I would have to agree with Yolanda, but more so agree with Ja'Cory that Jason and Smokey would have to go for me.
No.
So, all right, we'll move that off of the screen.
Oh, thank you,
Uh-oh.
Jesus.
What's next? It might get worse.
No, I tell you what, I'll save the R&B until next week. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a super brief music break. When we come back from the break, we will jump into today's Ask Shop Talk that we didn't get a chance to do last week. So we're gonna do Ask Shop Talk. We're gonna take a real brief music break. So I'm gonna throw everybody backstage. Jonathan, again, you're welcome to hang out with us, but we're gonna throw everybody backstage just for a second. And when we come back, we will do today's Ask Shop Talk that Ashlynn has brought to us. So y'all keep it locked right here. We will be right back with more. Lord have mercy. We'll be right back with more right after this.
Blast, 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 blast,
brightly as light in a dark land, since thou hast placed in thy heart all the Lord's commands. He set thee above nations and cast thine enemies away. He's standing up within thee, so let me hear you say, we're blessed in the city, we're blessed in the field, we're blessed when we come and when we go.
That is right. We are blessed. Welcome back to Shop Talk, where literally no person and no subject is off limits. Let's bring everybody back into the room. We've got Ashlynn, Davaris, Ja'Cory, Yolanda, Jonathan. Welcome back, man. Thanks for hanging out with us as well. Now, let me ask you this, Jonathan. Is this your first time listening to Shop Talk?
No, No. I've listened several times. This is I can't even count.
Okay.
I usually tune in after the fact because of my schedule, so I end up going back and watching the on-demand version. I think this is the maybe second or third time I've actually caught it while it was in live production.
Okay. Well, awesome. Well, listen again. Welcome to the show. As I tell all of our guests, man, we have an open door policy, man. You always welcome to hang out with us. And so, since you're hanging out with us, we're going to make you a part of everyone's favorite segment, which is called Ask Shop Talk. Now, before I give it over to Ashlynn, just want to let you know that the thoughts and opinions of Ask Shop Talk are not necessarily the thoughts and opinions of freedomradio.com. Now, with that being said, Ashlynn,
Oh my.
the floor is now yours.
Oh my. What I want you to do is just reach up behind you right here. Just reach like this. Reach. Oh, reach. Oh, fasten your seatbelt. Yep. Go on to click, click. Get the fasten seatbelt. Get your click, click. That's it. Right. Lord. Okay.
Yeah.
So today on Ask Shop Talk, it goes a little something like this. Dito, I think you have a little graphic up here you can put on the screen. All right. I am a married 50-year-old elementary school teacher. My parents and in-laws are very conservative and quite religious. I have different ideas than they do and believe what Jesus said about loving your neighbor. At gatherings, they are very vocal about their disgust for liberals and Democrats, calling them names, saying they're all going to hell. Oh, my. They also voice their dislike of other races, religions, and sexual orientation using unmentionable language. How can someone who says they love God be so hateful towards people? I have limited my time with them as much as possible, but I can't cut them out of my life completely, as it's just not my character. My husband lets it go and stays neutral. He says it's not worth arguing with them. If I speak up or if I stay quiet, there will be tough consequences. I'm tired of being silent while they go on and on in such a hateful and horrible way. What should I do?
Ooh, Jesus.
Well,
Oh my.
this is
He's
very
about to leave.
this is very interesting. I tell you what, this is what I do.
Oh God, you know what, Dito? Every
How does
week.
he leave the
It never
room?
fails. Every
How
single
does
week.
he leave the room?
Every
What?
week.
Okay.
This happens. Every week. He takes the easy way out. All right. So this is a married 50-year-old elementary school teacher who's married, and her husband stays neutral with the family. So it sounds like the family is white. We're gonna start there. And they are, limiting their beliefs or their whatever. They don't like nobody, but yeah. So the question really is, what should we do? What should she do? How should she handle this? Now, me personally, I don't think anyone should ever stay silent, because if you're silent, you're gonna either hurt this person or you're gonna hurt this person. You're gonna hurt somebody, right? If you speak up, there's gonna be consequences with this person or this person. So either way, if you stay silent, I feel like it's gonna fester inside. But anyhow, let's come on, y'all. Let's Jonathan, you're the guest. Come on, let's start with you. What do you have to say about this?
Thanks, Jakari, for the animation. So this reminds me of just my life, not specifically regarding my family, but just my role in the community. I actually have the pleasure of being an elected official. I'm a board member for a school district. So I have to balance the role of being a believer, being a Christian, with decisions that sometimes are not necessarily godly in some capacities based upon the politics of a matter. Considering the details that were shared, I believe that there comes a place and a point where you have to really just be you. And if that means someone's not going to like you, someone's going to write you off, someone's going to slander your name, at the end of the day, your abilities, your gifts, your character, I believe all of those things make room for you. And that will give the right people the opportunity to really see your true character, even in an adversarial moment. So, in this, you have a family situation, you have a political situation, and then you have a person that's dealing with the difficult decision to whether lean to one side of their family by remaining silent, which in some cases, silence can mean that you agree with something.
Right.
And I think that it's important that you state either your position to agree to disagree, um, or decide to make that transition. There's so many young people that I've mentored over the years that I've had to tell them at a certain point, you may have to leave your family.
Mm.
Depending on the nature of the situation, that doesn't mean that you completely sever the relationship, but it may mean that you have to set a new boundary that will allow for you to be authentically who you should be and not compromise the integrity of all that you are developing into. So I just think that you have to stand firm on what you believe is right, what you know to be true, and allow for that to move you down the pathway in life to the destiny that God has for you in this scenario.
That's good.
Come on, Power.
That's good. Yeah. Come on. That's real, real, real good. That's real good. Yes. Yolanda, I'm coming to you next.
First of all, I think Jonathan is so smart and intellectually, what they call sound. Just wow. So I'm a person where I've always had this slogan, and I couldn't remember where I got this from until I saw a movie the other night. But Kenny Rogers, I grew up listening a little bit of everything. Here's a song you gotta know when to hold and when to fold. Just some things are just not worth the argument. So on one side, politically, I think everybody, if we whether we like it or not, everybody has a right to how they feel, the right to their opinion. I think sometimes with social media, the way the world has grown, technology wise, we forget that people do have an opinion and they do have the right to that opinion. So to me, politically, sometimes those conversations are just not worth the battle. Now, when you start bashing people because of their race, which is something you can't control, you can control where you eat, who you marry, you know, other things, but you can't control what color you are. You can't control that. So when you begin to tear people down because of the color of their skin, and I'm not just saying it because I'm a black woman. I'm just saying I've never been a part of that. I'd never thought it's okay. My mom was a country gal. She grew up picking cotton and living in the country. She's experienced racism of all kinds. I'm just not down. So there'll be just I think there's just some things I agree with him. There'll just be some things I just wouldn't attend. And
Yeah.
and I'm just not gonna be a part of that conversation. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna allow you to tear other people down. But the other part is on the Jesus side, I do feel like when you have that light inside of you, sometimes you don't always have to say something. You have to let your light be shown and you have to be the light in the room. And sometimes it's really about loving on the people because I don't believe you wake up being mean or hateful or racist. That's not something you just wake up in the morning with. That is given to you. That is happening through life or through experience, and sometimes it's taught. And so the only way to remove those things is to actually continue to love on people and be a light. You can't change people overnight. It doesn't happen like that. You have to love on people and you have to continue to show the love of Christ and be wise in doing so. The Bible talks about he who wins souls is wise. So you have to be wise in your movement.
That's interesting.
Madam
That's
Chair,
interesting. I
can I add
Yes.
something to what she just said?
Yes, you may.
I think that there's a part of us where for those of us that are the light, that we have to take the brunt of some things and show the example so that people see the pathway.
Mm.
So to piggyback off of the end of her statement, I think we miss opportunities when we don't follow in the same footsteps of Jesus to take the sacrifice and be the example, to take those hits, to receive those wounds in order to help others to see what they may have missed, because there would have been no other way for them to see it but for you to go through what you went through,
Mm.
knowing that you've strategically put yourself in that position so that you could teach a lesson on the back end of it.
Hmm. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. And I was gonna say, Yolanda, with all respect, I disagree because of my own experience. So when my daughter was born, you know, my I have two babies and they are biracial. Their father is African American. Of course, there's me. I'm clear. Yes. So when I took my daughter at 18 months old to Ireland to meet her grandmother, my grandmother didn't know what to do with her. She couldn't touch her. She couldn't sit her on her knee. It was like my daughter was some alien child. And then it was crazy. And so it was such blatant racism. My own grandmother, and this is my flesh and blood. And she didn't know what to do with this child. I never, I exited from the relationship with her in that moment. There was nothing I could have said to her or done to change her backwards way of thinking. She was however old at that point, 60, maybe she was 60, who knows? But I wasn't going to subject myself and my children to that type of environment. So I would never sit in a room and just be the light for a room full of racist, backwards, bigots. I wouldn't. I'm just going to say the words. I just would not do that. I will pray for you from afar. I pray for this whole nation every day that we would somehow elevate our thinking out of this gutter mindset that we're different when we are different, but our differences are what make us strong. Our differences are what make us beautiful. Our differences is how we accomplish things. You've got this skill set and I've got this skill set, and let's build the house together. And so we are stronger together than we are apart. So in that sense, since that moment with my grandmother, then I was like, in all things, I have to protect my ear gates. In all things, and that may be real churchy for some people, but in all things, I have to protect my eye gates. In all things. And so I don't, if I hear it, oh no, I'm out. God bless you. You'll be over there. I'm gonna be over here. But I think that that's a little much to ask somebody to sit in that environment and just be the light. Either speak on it, either stand up against it and speak up for what you believe, or exit. But sitting in it and not saying anything, I think, is wrong.
I just not to keep it carrying on. I just, again, it's about knowing me personally. So I think there are two different situations. That your child, at all cost, your first obligation is to protect your child. And so I'm not saying that people. I don't want to present the wrong thing. Like you should just take it. I just think it's a matter of knowing when and not when. And so in certain spaces and places, it's just like when I think of like John Lewis, and he knew what he was walking into. This is maybe a little extreme for this late situation, but he knew that it's possible they are going to throw things at me. They're going to do this, but I'm doing this for what I believe. So I'm not saying that you should just be a pushover, take it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there are certain, you really, and to me, in those situations, you got to use some wisdom. You got to choose your battles. Do I make a big deal because my mother-in-law doesn't like Democrats? Oh, I mean, that's, hey, or when do I speak up? Like when, so I'm not saying you don't at all. I'm just saying you got to know when. You know, you got to like really walk that thing out and just say, okay, this is the time. This is not the time. When it's your child, it's like it's the time. No, I'm not going to let you disrespect my daughter. You know, at any point, at any time. That's just me personally. So I don't want to get off the wrong light, and not just because what Ashlynn said. I just don't want to present the wrong thing.
Right.
Amen.
But you know, I think it's really important that you know when, because it's when at the dinner table at Thanksgiving night. I mean, you know, when is the right time to have those conversations? And then there is a time to be the light. There is a time when Jesus threw the tables up, and there's a time when he was a light. You just got to know, and that's not always easy. You know, it's hard, especially with all those going on, and people are so much more expressive than they used to be. And I feel like in some ways, so you just got to know when to hold it.
Yeah, agreed. And I want to go to Jacory and Tavares and hear what you all have to say. I do want to point out Sidria Clark says, pray first and be wise and careful with your words if you choose to speak up. But at 50, please be aware they potentially have less time in front of them than they do behind them. Is speaking up worth risking the peace in the duration of your marriage? You already limit your time. Don't limit your happiness at home. Use wisdom. Spouse isn't speaking up for a reason.
A reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So again, I'm reading it because I want to give everybody a fair chance to express their opinion. I think that that's a conversation definitely worth having with your spouse outside of that environment. Like, don't have that conversation in the house with everybody there. Like, have that private conversation with your spouse and say, you know, and my best advice in all things is to be neutral, to have conversations with neutrality. Don't have it be loaded and attitudinal and all that stuff. Hey, I love your family. I want to spend time with your family. How can we make this so that I'm not feeling this stress, this strife, this blech, right? Jacory, let me come to you.
You know, I had to go and change my shirt because this kind of deals with
Yes,
my whole brand.
Yes.
At the end of the day,
Come on, costume change.
At the end of the day, I feel as though one of the issues that we have in this world today is we cannot control. The only person you can control is yourself. So my thing is, in doing that, I need to display liquid love in everything that I do. But I also do have to choose my battles. And the silence piece is a hard piece because I know there's a song that says, "And I will not be silent. Yes, I will always." I'm following Christ and what I believe. If I really believe it, I got to speak about it. So I do believe you have to choose that battle, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to fight nobody. I'm just trying to love you to your better place. But I can't let you make me backtrack or, you know, take myself from being great. So this is a good conversation because it hits so many different things. But I understand what you're saying, Ashlynn, but I got to operate in that liquid love in all that I do.
I definitely hear that. And like, love wins, right? If we believe that, and love conquers all. Love will cover a multitude of sins. Like, they're sitting in a room saying that these people are going to hell. Like, they are literally condemning people. That's what it says, right? That's what she said, that they're sitting around saying these people, because of their color, their religion, their political beliefs, their sexual orientation, that they're going to hell. First of all, we are not judges. We're not judges. So
I'm slapping oil everywhere. Just slap oil all everywhere.
I know you would. You be putting it over the doorway right as you walk in. You just be putting the oil on the shaking hands with oil. Hey, hey, how you doing? Yeah, good to see you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, you look greasy. Yeah, that's the blessed oil. Be blessed. Tavares, let me come to you. Come on, Tavares.
So I might be delayed in my looks. Okay, I think I'm back. Here's the thing. We are all connected to somebody somewhere, some more than others. You have to, in my opinion, you have to consult with God first and ask him, am I the student or am I the teacher in this situation? And when you say that, what happens is God will reveal to you your movement and what your job is in that situation. He allowed you to hear it, feel it, see it for a reason. The reason has to be from God, because sometimes you may need to be quiet and pray, because some people prayer life is a lot stronger than their verbal life. Your verbiage may not be as strong as your prayer life. So you can fight and help a person that is in some type of like dark place, because I feel like that's a dark place when you start, judging people about things that has nothing to do with you. And you can fight on the spiritual side is prayer, and then also asking God, where do you need me to place? Because it might be a certain time, date, or, atmosphere that you can talk to that person when God has set their ears and heart and their mind up to receive from you. You may not be the person that they need to receive from. So whoever that person is, you need to pray on their behalf. It could be a person, 2 states away that they're not going to meet until 3 more months later. You got to pray for that opportunity to be ready for God's word to penetrate them, because the only person that can change a person is God. The only person that can change the heart of man is God.
Amen.
Did y'all hear
Amen.
that? Because I was all over the place.
Yes, no, we heard. We just couldn't see you. Amen.
Amen.
You
See, that's what I'm saying.
You were somewhere in the wilderness. Your Wi-Fi was somewhere else. But
here's the thing. The thing is, that was meant for y'all to hear and not to see. Come on now. Holy Ghost.
Eyes have not seen. Jesus. Okay, look. I want to bring Dito back out here. Dito, you can't hide no more. Come on, man. Come on.
Oh, it's not that I was hiding. When we do Ask Shout Talk, it gives me an option or an opportunity to give you your own segment without me, interrupting. So
I like that option.
Yeah, most definitely.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I had you in mind. Here's my thought on this, and this whole thing is multifaceted. My first question is, there will be tough consequences. What kind of consequences are we talking about?
Right.
But in the mere fact I have to choose my battles, and that can be hard. Choosing my battles can be hard. I'm from East Oakland. We live for battles. So that whole part is what really has my attention of, man, how can I deal with this situation? Because I can't let it be water under the bridge. Not me. Maybe you guys can. For me, an instance like this, I could not let it be water under the bridge. And I would have to be very highly using wisdom, and I'd have to be seriously anointed, Ja'Cory, to be able to deal with this particular situation because of where we just think about where we are in the world right now, and with the whole Black Lives Matters movement and all this type of stuff, and to hear something like this, and oh boy, I'm trying to tell you, I would need some serious prayer, because this is the battle that I would want to take. I would want to take head on, and be able to, at least with some wisdom, try to get some clarity of what their mindset is, and try to get some clarity of thought of what makes them think like that, and see if there's a way through the Bible, with not with a bat, but through the Bible of to a clear understanding.
Oh no, not with a bat. Oh, my bad. Okay,
with a bat, not with a bat, with a Bible.
Look, try Jesus, but don't try me.
That part.
Because I throw hands. Come on. Yes. Come on.
That's real. So yeah, that's where I'm at on that. I would still have to deal with that somehow or another head on. But it's with love and kindness have I drawn thee.
Come on.
So I would do my best to use that as an avenue for me to be an example, whether I show up wearing Black Lives Matters t-shirts, or whatever, I would do something to get their attention to where it would become a conversation.
Yeah,
my fault.
I agree with that. No, I agree with that.
They come in with the bat.
It's cool.
Well,
they used to call me D-Toe. Now they can call me Batman. You understand? I'll be ready.
That's funny. I agree with that, Dito. And you know what? How about the consequence is that you don't get to see me at gatherings? How about that? How about I'm the consequence? If you want to act crazy, how about you don't get to see me on holidays? I'm cool. I would rather stay home or create my own circle of friends, or that I know are people that are walk in the love of Christ and are loving everybody, no matter what. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, create your own circle. If you can't get it with your own family, create your own circle. We have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. I'm adopting people all the time to add to the family circle. People that are like-minded and that I can seek wise counsel with. It's really important during this time. So.
Yeah.
Look, we're just about, actually we are out of time. We're not. Oh yes, Yolanda, yes.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh, you're on mute. Hold on, you're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Hold on. I got one question. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. 5 seconds. She's 50.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Ain't they been married a little while?
No, well, not necessarily.
She done been through the fire.
I'm just saying, like, if she's 50, they probably been married a little second. This ain't the first time these people done showed them colors like that. Why you just not saying something?
She done been through the fire.
Well, not necessarily. It doesn't say anything about how long they've been married. She's a
Right.
married, a 50-year-old elementary school teacher. Her parents and her in-laws are very conservative and quite religious. So in all honesty, she might have seen the light and the rest of her family has not. She may have learned some things, and her family is still in the Stone Ages, right?
In the
She's
backwoods.
in 2020, they in 1492, right? So, oh, and on that, I need you to close it out.
She's had enough. Okay.
Talk to the good. Hey, listen, everybody.
Hi.
It is time for us to get ready to go. And looking up at the clock, we need to get ready to get out of here. But before we go, we're going to go around the room. Jonathan, listen, glad to have had you, man. Glad for you to be able to share your wisdom and knowledge with us as well. And as Yolanda mentioned, man, you are very smart in your comments and the things that you do. Today, you was able to hang out with us, and we always close with a closing comment or a final thought. What might be yours?
Well, I'll end how I began. Ashlynn, I pray that the floodgates continue to open for you. If there's no path, that a path will be carved out for you, and that everything that you deserve, you receive in a abundant way. And to the team, I am beyond elated to have been a part of this moment. I hope in the future, this was kind of fun. Hope that I could come back and participate again. But thank you for what each of you do, what you bring to the table as individuals, and what you do for our community as a collective whole. Dito, thank you for your leadership, your guidance. And for those that are listening today, thank you for being faithful. Continue to be strong, and make sure you do the census and go vote.
Come on.
That part.
Good stuff. And as I mentioned to you from the outset, man, we have space for you. You can pull up a chair and hang out with us at any time. So definitely glad to have had you. Yolanda, Wild Praise Morant, closing comments, final thoughts.
Hey, so to our guests, thank you so much. I love intelligent conversations. I don't think we have them enough. So thank you so much. Always a part of to be. I love Freedom Radio. I've been here since day one. And so it's always an honor and privilege to be a part. Thank you so much. So always live your best life. I have a quote I like to read. I'm actually a quote girl. So one is, stop asking people who have never been where you're going for directions.
Ooh.
Right?
That
So
part.
this is your week. It's a great week to have a great week. And own the week, speak well of yourself and speak well of others.
That's good stuff. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we look forward to having you back with us real soon, of course, next week. But I'm more so looking forward to whatever idea you may have that you haven't mentioned to us yet. So we'll get a chance to talk about that in the very near future as well. DeVaris, as we do your closing comments, final thoughts, you're more than welcome to let us know what is going on the Mix and Mingle show this week as well.
Yes, the Mix and Mingle show. We're going to actually, I'm going to interview me and my husband. We're going to talk about the current events that's going on in the world from a male perspective and also from a female perspective and also from a marriage perspective. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. He don't know that yet, but guess what? He will be happy to help me with that. Y'all stay blessed. Keep it real. And do everything what God tell y'all to do, and don't be disobedient children.
It's all good. Grateful to have you, and we look forward to that. And I think Ashlynn is doing another interview, so we'll let her do her thing on her end. But Ja'Cory, that means that you get to give us final and closing thoughts and let us know what's happening this week on Better Together.
Better Together. We still got the Sunday Best jumping off, so we're gonna have the top 3. So we need you to tune in on tomorrow at 1 p.m. And I also just want to leave you with this: continue to write your vision, make it plain, but also in writing that vision, don't forget to let God still have permission to surprise you. Sometimes we could get so caught up in the plan that we have set that we forget that He can come in and just do some immediate things to where you'd be like, oh, okay. He still has the final say.
That's good stuff, man. I like that.
Yes.
That works for me. Listen, I just want to piggyback on all of these wonderful, wonderful people who have been hanging out with us, as well as to you all who've been watching us. First of all, thank you for hanging out with us, whether you were watching us on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope, or listening to us live on freedomradio.com. It means so much to have you all hang out with us. We do this every week at the same time on these same networks. Before we go, let me just share this with you. And I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm not trying to preach, but let me just let you know that with every assignment comes an assault.
Oh, yes.
Again, with every assignment comes an assault. But let me tell you this, my brother, my sister, don't build your house in the land of disappointment. Oh, have mercy. I'm gonna say it one more time and I'm gonna leave it alone. Don't build your house in the land of disappointment. With all that being said, on behalf of Jonathan, Ja'Cory, Yolanda, Devaris, and Ashlynn, what an incredible show we have had. We're going to end with a commercial, but listen, you guys have been absolutely amazing. If you haven't done so, make sure that you can follow us on our podcast channel as well. So if you have an iPhone or a iPad, open up the Purple Podcast app. Search for Freedom Radio. There you'll be able to see previously recorded shows from so many of us: Dito Live, Shop Talk, Mix and Mingle, The Music Mix, Better Together, High Tea with Bree, and so many more. On behalf of all of us, we want to say Godspeed. We look forward to seeing you in the near future. We're going to end with this.
Send me your bit.
Hey everyone, this is Demetrius Tollfree, station manager of your radio station, Freedom Radio. First of all, thank you for tuning in today. And did you know that we have an amazing array of shows that air weekly? Shows like Shop Talk, where no person or subject is off limits. The Indie Takeover Show with Jeremy Gibson. Better Together with Ashlynn Cole and Ja'Cory Prothro. Dito Live, where we are living in victory every day. High Tea with Bree with Sabrina and Dion. The Music Mix featuring Poncho and Keisha J. The Mix and Mingle Talk Show, just to name a few. Now, we want you to be in the know of everything that we have going on. To do so, find us on your favorite social media platform, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. We use the same handle on them all, at Freedom Radio, FREEDEM Radio. Lastly, you'll need the Freedom Radio app. So if you have an iPhone or iPad, simply open the App Store, or if you're an Android user, open the Google Play Store and simply search Freedom Radio. We thank you for being a valued part of our continued listening audience, and remember to hashtag like, follow, and share at Freedom Radio.